What's up, guys? We're back. We're finally back. It's been too long. We're back, and we're coming with some sort of vengeance. But before we get started, let's get this.
And we're still alive.
Then say it. We're still alive.
We're still alive.
We have our producer Mason right here, guiding the ship, doing what he does best. Has all this sort of technology in front of him. We got Ethan to the right of me. He's our
your
beverage. Is it my left or your left?
Audience's left.
It's the audience. Oh, who cares? He's the beverage provider today. We got Devin, our biggest fan, our number one fan.
Here.
Actually. He's still here. And he's still alive. So we got some awesome stuff coming up for you guys. So
who are you?
Me? It doesn't matter who I am. Let's start it over because I'm laughing too hard.
That's good. And this is Elliot, our host.
I'm not the host.
Yeah, you are now.
I'm co-host, right?
You did the intro, so you are the host now.
So I'm the host now. What were we talking?
You're driving the ship.
No, I'm not driving the ship. I'm in some sort of.
Yeah, that was Mason. He was driving the ship.
Yeah, Mason's driving the ship. I'm some sort of. You know what I am? I'm Captain Kirk. That's who I am. And yeah, I like. What are you saying about Captain Kirk?
I thought he was driving the ship.
No, he
was.
He never drove. No, he didn't.
You can't have two people.
He's commanding the ship.
He's on the. He's like in that one seat, and he's like, "Go to."
So you're the host.
Yeah, I guess I'm the host.
Like
yeah,
you are the captain.
I'm not. Maybe, but you're the captain too.
Captain Kirk wasn't even driving the ship.
No, he never drove the ship because
the
he
captain
shouldn't.
Yeah,
he's the one that's saying avoid the asteroid.
It's on autopilot. It drove itself. How does technology?
Well, what did Bones do? Didn't Bones drive the ship, or was he like the doctor?
He was the doctor.
Was he the doctor?
Yeah, totally the doctor for sure.
Mason,
don't even look it up.
No, Mason, look it up. No, look
it up.
No, Bones was the doctor, wasn't he?
He was a doctor.
He's like, we need to fix this stuff.
There you go.
That's exactly what he said.
Okay,
Star Wars is so confusing.
So who was Anakin? Was he the doctor too?
Was Darth Maul driving the ship the whole time?
He was on a different ship.
What were we talking about before we? Okay. Forgetting and remembering.
Like you forgot what Bones was on Star Trek.
I didn't. I said wasn't he? Well, I guess I did.
If you had to ask, you forgot.
You're right. So
what exactly do you want to talk about with forgetting and remembering?
Don't put this on me. We were having a conversation before this started, and you started the conversation. So is it forgetting? Or better yet, is it remembering? When you say something, is it remembering how do I explain this?
I forgot what we were talking about.
It's like you're
talking about something and you said, yeah, I forgot about it until I remembered. And then I said, isn't that with everything? You forget
anything that we're not talking about, is it forgotten? Does that make sense?
Is this the same thing? Like
looking at me, I don't know.
A tree falls in the forest, doesn't make a sound.
Possibly, but possibly not. Because I don't think.
Did you forget about the tree?
Yeah, I don't think it's forgotten if it just hasn't come to mind. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
So then, when is it forgotten?
If it never comes to mind.
If you miss the point where it's relevant anymore?
No, that's not it.
So if you say you forgot something, so you forget something, right?
Yeah, it's forgotten.
And then you remember it later.
Yes.
Does it change the past that you didn't actually forget before because now you remember?
So was it ever truly forgotten if you remembered it?
I don't know.
Is that what you're saying?
Someone Google define forget.
We don't know. We don't know what we're talking about.
Or sorry, Google doesn't sponsor us. So someone type into a search engine.
Yeah, Safari. My bad. Safari doesn't sponsor us either.
I don't think they can.
They can if
Apple
they tried.
Sponsors, but not Safari.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
It's like saying, never mind.
No, say it.
We already talked about this.
No, say it.
Being sponsored by Civic, but not Honda.
Yeah,
But this was last season. We're on more important things
This
now.
is season 2.
No,
This is season 2.
but we never got any of the questions that we asked really figured out in season 1, right?
Okay, so forget means inadvertently neglect
So forget
to do,
season 1.
bring, or mention something. Like I forgot my raincoat. Neglect to do, bring, or mention.
Okay, so
I forget.
you can forget something and remember it.
Yeah, forget doesn't mean forget forever. Doesn't have
You
to.
could-
But look at the first one. Forget means to fail to remember. So
that-
if later you remember, you actually succeeded to remember because later you remembered.
So you never
now
forgot.
I didn't forget.
You
because
never
I
forgot.
didn't fail.
You could say you almost forgot.
That's the key. You almost forgot. So whenever we say we forgot something and we remember it, we never truly forgot it.
Right.
Ultimately.
Yeah, it wasn't erased from our memory or anything.
Ultimately. So that's it. We figured it out, right?
Yeah.
What else did we have on on topic?
All right, guys.
All right,
that was
cool.
it for
Good
season
episode,
2.
guys.
Is that-
So I mean,
First segment?
no, it isn't. You could have kept it
Yeah,
going.
like 5
We're gonna
minutes.
beat this one into the ground. We're still talking about this somehow. So now let's talk about remembering.
So
Oh, God.
We talked about
Hey.
forgetting all this time. Now let's talk about the remember part.
so
What is remembering?
it's
Find that. Search
it's actually
engines.
the opposite of forgetting. We never forgot it, right? Dude, am I confused on
Is it
what
the
words are?
opposite of forgetting? Can you forget and remember at the same time?
Did we forget how to podcast?
Mason, answer this right now. Is it, like if I remember something, I never truly forgot it, right?
I would say it's more objective based. So if you forgot something, no, hear me out.
Okay.
So if you had forgot to bring your microphone today to recording.
Okay,
then
now
you
I
forgot-
see what this is. Because I've done this multiple. This is not the time to get back at us for what we've done in the past. This is actually us trying to learn.
Don't make me mute you. Okay.
He's
But
steering the ship.
on the alternate
Mason
side,
has too much power now.
We've given him too much.
it's too late. Definitely too late. Alternately, if you recall something that didn't necessarily have an importance, then you didn't ever forget it. Like a childhood memory. You don't forget something. You're like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, you said it's selective. So it comes down to what's important to somebody.
That's my thought on it anyways.
It's also time based because you can forget something right now, but remember it later. And now you didn't forget.
Devin, you were about to say something, and I have a feeling it was going to be profound.
No.
Come on, fam.
No, say it.
It's
Say
going to
it.
be annoying. I was just
No.
going to say dead air. But I was like, you know what? I'm better than that. Turns out I'm not. I just went and said it anyway.
Because you did it anyway.
Yeah.
So did we answer the question? What was the question?
What are we even talking about?
We're talking about forgetting and remembering. What's the relevance of it? And what's the relevance of remember? Do we ever truly forget anything that isn't worth forgetting?
Yes, you do forget things. You
But-
just don't realize it because it's forgotten.
Here's one for you. How many times do you... What?
No, I was talking about what you just said.
Buckle up, boys.
How many times do you remember something, but it's actually an altered memory? Something that
Like a
actually-
dream,
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
you're
happened
like,
to
oh
me.
yeah, I think that's happened, but it never did.
but it was just a dream.
Oh, you're like blending in your dream, your reality and dream into
Let's talk about
one.
dreams.
I remember
Okay.
one time when I was younger, I woke up super happy because I thought I had an Xbox One, but it turned out I just dreamt I had an Xbox One. So I became super sad and angry because I didn't have anything. I was super depressed. So I wanted to go back to sleep so I can have fun again. So what you're saying, makes sense.
Okay.
What did you say? I forgot.
Doesn't matter.
You forgot.
Oh, snaps. Yeah, I guess that's how it works.
Okay.
We got some next segment.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it our first next segment?
Oh.
All right. So looking at Mark or looking at Elliot, got me thinking about something that I want to talk about. Pet peeves. Things that annoy you.
This is going to rip the podcast apart if we start talking about pet peeves.
Why?
Because I'll be the first to say, I think each one of us, besides Devin, is super sensitive. And
I'm not sensitive.
You are
Let
definitely
me have it.
sensitive. And you also are very aggressive.
Let me have it.
No, I'm
What
not.
do I do that's a pet peeve of
Well,
yours?
why don't you start? Because that's what you wanted to do.
Pet peeves. I don't really have any. Nothing bothers me at all.
Passive aggressive.
So
Okay.
I'm just going to judge y'all on y'all's pet peeves and
That's-
talk about how stupid y'all are for having those.
Go for it. Can I go? Are you're going to talk about us individually, right?
No. Yes. Yes, I'm owning this.
Then go.
You haven't told me your pet peeve yet.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
I'm gonna judge you on
you
your
don't
pet
have
peeve.
a pet peeve about us, but you're going to judge pet peeves that we have.
Yeah, my pet peeve is that y'all have pet peeves.
My pet peeve. I don't know if anything.
Don't do it, Devin.
Dead air is my pet peeve.
Oh.
See, that's stupid. Not everyone has to be talking all the time.
I agree.
We're giving the audience time to think about what we just said.
Yeah, no, we can't
It's
be
for
overlapping
emphasis.
and interrupting every single time. You know how
I could be saying something right now, but it's for emphasizing what the last thing was.
You know
said.
how rude that would be if we constantly interrupted each other? Is that what you want? Do you want us to constantly overlap?
Yeah. No.
No, that is what you want. That's what you've told us. Then
Don't change your mind.
No, don't fall back.
No, there's like after like 2 seconds, it's dead air. When it's like we're giving a moment of silence to the death of this episode. Like I think it needs to be announced. This is dead air. This is just dead air.
Okay. For me, my pet peeve is I don't know, pork chops
Why?
because their shape. I don't like
Bone in or boneless?
Well, actually, no, bone in.
Bone in?
Yeah,
But boneless are fine.
Boneless are fine, like the pork loin.
Yeah, that's stupid. But no, I can agree with that. I do like pork loin.
So you don't like pork chops with the bone?
I do like pork chops with the bone. Bone adds flavor.
What flavor do you get from the bone? Like the
Flavor, just better flavor. It tastes good because of the bone. I guess it's the bone marrow. Does the marrow seep into the meat?
hold on, I got a burp.
Why does bone
I muted you.
in meat taste better? I like how you moved into my mic.
Well,
Your mic was muted,
Mason.
so that we wouldn't pick up the burp.
Mason said he muted me for some reason, and I thought I would be authentic and give you the burp. So, are you looking up bone flavor?
I'm trying to see why does bone in stuff taste better.
Oh, it's because of the marrow that's inside the bone.
Why didn't you say that? So your pet peeve is more flavor?
No, my pet peeve is I don't like dealing with bones. I don't
Then why
even
don't
deal
you
with
just
bones
cut it
anyways.
out?
I don't even eat. I don't eat meat anymore,
Why don't
so
you-
I don't have to deal with any of this. So
So your pet peeve went to the point where you're like,
No,
forget
my
me.
pet peeve
I
was
hate
something-
bones so
No.
much. I'm going to
So
food
here-
that has
here-
no
here-
bones.
yeah, exactly.
So then, what about fruits and vegetables that have,
That have
parts
bones
you can't eat?
I hate fruits and vegetables that have bones.
that don't that
could
have
still
parts
eat
that you can't
octopus.
eat. Like what?
You could still eat octopus.
Vegan?
It doesn't have bones, if that's your rule.
It's got a
No,
beak.
that was my peeve.
No. Let me talk. Watermelon, for example, has a rind that you can't eat.
You can't.
Orange
You can't.
has
Hold
skin
on.
that you
One
can't eat.
one second.
So if your pet
No,
peeve
one
is bone
second.
because you
no,
can't
one
eat it,
second right now.
there are
You're
fruits and
talking
vegetables
about
that have parts
watermelon
I can't eat.
that has a rind. Yeah, you can't eat the rind.
ugh.
Do you want to eat it?
What about orange peel?
I have partaken in the rind.
Not zest.
No,
That-
I have.
just take a bite out of an
I'm not
orange
talking
peel.
about zest. I'm talking about pure laziness. I have taken a bite out of an apple, an orange, a lemon, a lime,
Banana peels.
all the 7-Up flavors. Yeah, I'll a banana peel. What?
So next
Would you eat a
episode,
banana peel?
we're
Would I
gonna
eat a
have
banana peel?
Yeah, because
lemons and limes, and we're gonna eat them whole.
I
Just
don't.
to put this
just
to the
Elliot
test.
is going to do that.
I think that would make me
because
sick eating
I
a banana
never-
peel. That would make me
So
sick.
you don't like bananas because they have a part that you can't eat.
No, I can eat it, but I don't want to.
I'm going to take a
Well,
shot
then
here.
you're going to take shots?
You're going to take
I'm going
shots?
to take a shot right here.
A shot.
No.
On what?
Oh,
At who?
Mark,
Okay, go for it.
that was a completely made up pet peeve.
Now you're calling me a liar? On air?
Yeah.
My pet peeve is
On
people
episode
calling
Yeah,
out
that's
other
what-
people
Yeah, I'm getting
live.
This guy is the commander of the ship, and he's over here calling me a liar in front of everybody. So what? I don't have.
Who
I
mutes
don't. I
the
don't think I
muter?
have a pet peeve. Oh, I have a pet peeve, a real one.
We
I
need
have-
a mute
No,
button for
hold
Cole.
on. This is.
Mason.
I'm dead serious right now. I'm dead. Yeah. Actually, I agree with you, but we'll revisit that in a minute. No. Okay. Dead serious. Honesty. My dude, I kind of forgot it. Hold on.
We already did tapping on cans, so you can't use that one.
That's a big
That
one.
was season 1 stuff.
But that's for it. It doesn't make sense.
What about an onion peel? Would you bite?
No,
into an
hold
onion
on.
peel?
Stop. I'm
Did you
thinking.
bite into an onion at all?
Oh, my pet
I
peeve.
would.
Does onions have peels?
Oh,
Yeah, they got the-
It's
no,
just
no.
dead skin.
No,
from the
guys, hold
outside
on,
layer, right?
hold on.
Just dried up
Inconsiderateness. That's my pet peeve. Like when someone doesn't like either side of this
Is that a
spectrum.
pet
No,
peeve,
hold
though?
on. I'm not done. When I open the door for somebody, it's a pet peeve when they're upset, like, or they're annoyed that I open the door for them. It's also a pet peeve if someone's like not considerate to, like, you know, open the door for somebody else. It doesn't have to be like me, but there's one time I went to I'm not throwing shade, but I went to Wisconsin. I opened the door for somebody and they looked at me and didn't like walk into the grocery store. They just looked at me and said, "What?"
Oh.
And I was like, "What do you mean what? I'm opening the door for you." And they said, "Why?"
That sounds more like an awkward situation than just
But
being
that
inconsiderate.
okay, is that not inconsiderate? Like asking someone why you're doing? I'm just trying to.
What if he really wanted to know why? Like maybe no one has ever held the door open for him, and this was the first time. And he's like, "What are you?"
Hold on. So my answer was, "Oh, I'm just opening the door."
And then what did he say?
Just looked at me, and then
Because no one's
No,
ever
hold
done
on.
it for him.
and then just walked in and just like looked at me as he walked in, and then just went about his business. And I'm like, "What was that?"
because no one has ever done it for him before. He had no idea what you were
Okay.
doing.
Well,
And he's
I
like,
thought it
"Whoa,
was.
this is
I thought it was
totally new to
extremely
me."
inconsiderate. Maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe I didn't look past what is that called, the hidden window, when you don't
If
know
someone
what
just
someone's
walked
been
up
through.
to you, if someone just walked up to you and gave you $1 million, wouldn't you ask why?
I would say thank you. Then I could say why. Why would you do this? But I'd be like, oh,
But
thank
you'd
you
still
so
ask
much.
why.
But I would
And
lead-
even after taking it, you'd still be wondering, like, what was that?
but
Why did
I
he
would
give me $1
also
million?
lead with thank you so much, and then I would want to know why. Maybe I'm wrong.
See, you want to know why?
Maybe I'm wrong, but
You are wrong.
You know what? I really want to know what for this particular thing. I want to know what you how you feel, Mason. I want to know
On pet peeves or your situation?
Forget that. I want to know what you have to say about it.
That's pretty curious. I mean,
Like, how do you feel about that situation?
about that situation,
That
I wouldn't
particular
know how to
situation.
feel. I mean, it doesn't sound like. I mean, you know, some people might have like, oh, I don't need anybody to do anything for me, and yada yada might feel that way, but they make that plainly obvious. But it sounds like this guy was just kind of confused.
Would you
Maybe
be
a little cautious?
Would you be confused
Cautious?
if I okay?
That's true. Maybe
Maybe-
he thought
no.
you put a bunch of thumbtacks in front of the door and you were just leading him into a trap.
Were you following this guy?
Yeah. Maybe he thought
When
you
did
dug
this
a hole
become,
and
I'm
put a
doing
tarp
something
over it,
wrong?
and he thought if he walked through this door, he's going to fall into a 6
You
foot
better
pit.
help me out, dude. When did this become? I did
okay.
something wrong.
What if the guy just wants to get down to the nitty gritty? He wants to know deep down, what is it an impulse that you open the door for me just because that's what is in our head? Like that is a polite thing to do for somebody.
Is it not a polite thing to do?
As far as I understand it is, but what makes us think that's a polite thing to do? Obviously it's courteous. So I guess that'd make it polite. I don't know. What makes it polite?
I mean, that's a different discussion. Like, I don't know. It saves you it saves you a millisecond at best, but I don't know if it's polite, or I don't know why. Better yet, I don't know why it's polite to open the door.
But my point being, what if that's all he's asking is like, why? Why do we do this?
He didn't look
Help
like
me, brother. Why do we do this to each other?
He didn't.
Is it because society tells us to?
Yeah.
So, from what I understand, I
have a question.
am the bad person in this.
Why did you feel...
sorry, random guy from 12 years ago for opening the door. I didn't think about your feelings.
I would like to
I
ask
thought
a
about
question.
only what I wanted, and I wanted to help you. I wanted to open the door for you to this grocery store because we were obviously both going to
Raising
get.
my hand.
I also have a question.
I have a question.
Listen, has a question.
I said it first. Why did you feel it was necessary to mention this was in Wisconsin at the beginning? Are you saying
No.
Wisconsin people do this?
I like how I like.
Are you being racist at Wisconsinites?
No. So what it is I have had people tell me that are from the north when they've come here to Texas that it's certain people are awkwardly nice for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I mentioned it, because maybe I'm being awkwardly nice when I went to the north and I did something like that. Maybe they're not familiar with people opening the door or just randomly saying, "Hey guy, how are you doing?" Or just in passing, just being, I don't know, nice. I don't know. That's
maybe they're awkwardly eating a lot of cheese curds up there.
Well, I'm not saying anything about like northern people, but I that's what's been told to me, that sometimes it's what's that word? Southern hospitality can be awkward or weird. People are just being too nice.
That makes sense. Even with like driving laws, 4-way stops are handled differently in Texas than any other state, just because it's the courteous state. But it's that. If you go
type of
anywhere else, you always yield to the one to the right.
Right.
But here in Texas, it's you go to whoever
got there first.
Is the one that goes.
And
whoever waves you through.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's just like everyone stays put. They're like, "No, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. I have some.
I have a pet peeve.
You go first.
You know what? I think my pet peeves are all based around driving. Because yes, I do hate that too. When someone waves you through, it's like, no, there is an order to these things. You go first. You got here. The law says you go first. So don't
give me
wave
permission.
me.
Yeah,
that's not nice.
So do you stay there or do you say, "Okay, I'm going to get this over with"?
I go because I'm not going to wait for them. But I just wish. It's like so much time would have been saved if you just took your turn. You
did the right thing
and went because you got here first.
So hey. So are they being are they being rude by not following the order of things?
No, they're being stupid.
Yikes! Big.
Nah, I shouldn't say that.
You did say that
because there's probably a lot of people that wave.
Man,
we just lost like 10 listeners.
Man, I felt it.
That's like over half.
Yeah.
We just lost half of our listeners.
Yeah.
Okay, my question.
Your question.
What store was it? Because I'm wondering whether that had anything to do with it.
I don't recall.
There's so many jokes that could be made here.
I don't recall what store it was, but I was going just because every grocery store sells liquor there. Mm-hmm. They can sell liquor, and so I was super excited when I went there. I was like, "Oh, I don't have to go to just a specialty store that sells liquor. I can go to the grocery store and get a bottle of whatever I want at whatever time they're open." So the laws are a lot different. So I thought that was super cool.
Okay,
because I've never
grocery store.
Yeah, it was a grocery store.
Okay, maybe he didn't eat, and he was asking you why.
He was hangry. Or drunk.
Yeah, okay. So we can defend this guy, but we can't defend what I did.
Were you drunk? Were you hangry?
No, I was neither.
Well, then you don't have an excuse.
True. Maybe he was just a weirdo. Just a Wisconsin weirdoite.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Or maybe.
Did you not think of that?
My whole point was that's what I don't like. People that are just like, they don't like.
I feel like you need to have some empathy. Just look at it from their point of view. This guy was genuinely confused, and now you're attacking him.
I'm not attacking him.
A show that has thousands of viewers.
Yeah,
now, thousands of people know this Wisconsin guy is crazy.
Well, I never dropped names, and I don't even remember how he looks, and I don't know his name.
Everyone that saw that happen knows who you're talking about.
They're like,
and maybe even this guy himself.
He has problems.
This guy himself. Yeah.
They're like, guy number A, man, we know him.
Guy number A?
He has problems. That's why he did that. So
are you the kind that?
So am I being insensitive, or am I being too sensitive?
Yep.
I think I'm being sensitive.
Nope.
I mean,
Insensitive.
maybe a little oversensitive about it. Because
But I have never brought it up before. I just thought he was just being. I thought he was just being rude.
you still remember it though.
How long ago was it?
For real. Yeah, that's what I want to know. How long ago was this?
You waited till you had
It
a
was-
podcast to bring it up on your podcast 4 years later.
This is the reason he created this podcast.
It was my first experience.
So how long ago was this?
At birth?
My mom was holding me in
Hey
her
guys,
arm.
we got these new Unscripted Noise hats. Check this out.
More than 5 years?
These are the best hats that you can actually get.
If
Right
you
now,
are-
they're on our website selling for $100. 50% off. Links will be at the bottom. You'll get this thing for 50% off. Check that out.
if you are listening,
Unscripted Noise brand.
they're
We got
really
some more
nice.
things coming in. Flex Fit. Check that out.
They don't-
You can tilt it to the side. You look at Mason. You can wear it forward. And if you're really about it, hey, turn that thing around. Show them the 360. Look at that.
Whoa.
It turns completely around, and you never even know that it was doing something other than what it did. It's on your head. It's amazing.
Comes in a nice slate gray
Unscripted Noise brand. Go
with
pick
a
yours up.
blue unscripted purple noise.
Purple Noise. Purple
Noise.
Perp Noise. Go pick yourself up 5.
it gonna
5
be-
for the family.
If you buy
10
5,
for the family, actually.
if you buy 5, you'll
Yes.
get 4, and you might get the 5th one.
Yes. The 5th one, you are entered
come
into
later.
a raffle.
For the 5th one.
For the 5th one. But
Everyone who
make sure-
buys 5 will get 4, and then one of those people will get the 5th one.
And the money goes to a good cause too. That's the cool part.
us.
It goes to us. We split it 4 ways
Except for
evenly. Mason, he will be entered into a raffle as well for the leftover.
For one of them. The one he's wearing right now is actually just rented. He has to pay us to wear that.
And also, we would like to thank Mason for actually making the design.
Yeah.
He
And
came
then
up
he
with
tried
the
putting
design.
one on. And we are like, give us that. This is only for the podcast. You can't wear this in your own time.
So make sure you guys pick yourself up 5 minimum because that's what we're selling. We're selling them in batches of 5. But back.
But
to
they
the-
only come in 4.
But they only come.
That was the most wheels off commercial I've ever heard. Someone's
Sometimes
just sitting in their car like, what? Wait, hold on, what?
Sometimes you gotta have wheels off to be wheels on, bro.
Well,
Do y'all have pet peeves about ads?
yes.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about ads on
How do you
like?
feel about ads?
Should we just be real and just say how do you feel about us having ads, or how do you feel about ads in general?
Let's lead up to that, but let's first talk about ads in other places
Whoops.
that you might not like.
Yeah.
YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube? Don't you hate it when they
I don't have
introduce the
I don't have
multiple
ads on YouTube.
Like, all right. what was that flex?
I don't have ads. I don't have it. I can't relate.
I pay for it.
I don't.
You sunk down to that level? You pay for...
All right,
I
so
don't.
Elliot's-
I don't. I don't.
Elliot's out of this
I
conversation.
don't. I don't pay for
All
it.
right.
What do
Yeah.
y'all think about ads on YouTube? The people that don't want to pay for YouTube Premium.
I hate it because it's like a minute-long ad, and then you think, okay, all I got to do is get through this minute-long ad, and then boom, another ad. But you
Here's
can
a
skip
second
this
one.
one if you want.
After 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. Especially once they did the multiple ones. I'm right there with you.
So it helps the algorithm.
No,
though.
you
Okay.
don't have ads, so you don't get to talk. Where do you have ads? Anywhere?
Yeah.
Or do you
actually-
pay for everything without
no,
ads?
I do have ads.
In where? What is this? Why do you have a phone holder?
Because Mason made me this custom phone holder right here. Look, check this out. It covers up 25% of the phone, but it's still very usable.
So not only do you not have ads, but you also get
Are you
to
getting
hold
mad
your
at,
phone.
at the special treatment that I get?
I just didn't like the
developed this
unnecessary
studio
flex.
not only for himself, but for the comfort of me.
I really don't care about the phone holder. I
Yeah,
just
it is a phone
appreciate
holder.
the unnecessary flex on. I don't have ads.
Well, I hope
On
you.
YouTube.
I was hoping you would ask me why, because it's just it's a cool
No.
story.
Can't you just get like an ad blocker and it works on YouTube?
You could.
Why are you going at him like that?
You could.
But then what would we talk about?
Yeah, but then what do we talk about next? What about TV?
This is an aggressive
watching-
episode.
So I don't.
If you're watching
I don't
TV.
want. I don't want. This is
Oh
what
my.
happens when we haven't been together.
No,
We're very
we just
aggressive.
all scream at each other and the listener.
Yeah.
Elliot
I've got a
never
phone
has
holder.
ads.
No, that's
Elliot
not
never
true.
has
I just
ads.
don't have ads
I
ever.
also don't watch. That's what I just said. I also don't watch TV, so I don't get ads there.
Okay. Do you watch TV, Mason? Like TV, television?
No. But
So why is everyone coming at me because I don't watch TV? Mason doesn't watch TV
Well, hold
either.
on.
Maybe I
'Cause
copied him.
I have something to
He's
say
running
about
the
it.
Okay, go.
Okay, so with Hulu, you have the choice.
Not a
to-
sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Not a
But
sponsor.
you can pay to have like $5 and you watch it with ads.
Right?
We started off doing that, me and my wife. And it was interesting. It gave you time to actually like, oh, that was interesting, or I'm gonna go get a snack or this and that. It was kind of it wasn't bad. But I mean, if you're actually really like the show and want to continue, it's a waste of time.
Or you could just pause it, right? And not have the ad at all.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I don't like that I can pay for a service and there's still ads. Like, how does that even
That's
work?
what I'm
hate
saying.
Like, aren't I?
do hate
Am I
that.
not? Is this not? Is my $10 a month not enough for you? I have to learn about Chef Boyardee.
What about the
Every
articles,
20
like the
minutes?
news articles that say, "We notice you have an ad blocker on. Please turn it off to read this article." Have you seen those?
I have seen that. Or when they start talking about how the ads help stuff, and they're like, if you're watching like a streaming network, or I watch Twitch a lot. Like I like watching other people play video games. They're always like,
Not a sponsor.
not a sponsor. We don't get any revenue from.
We might
Amazon.
have it switched soon.
Actually, that's in the making.
Thought about it. Unscripted.
Unscripted Twitch.
Unscripted.
Unscripted Twitch.
Oh,
You forgot how to use words.
I may have messed up how to spell it.
Oh yes, you.
oh yeah.
Anyway, back to what you were saying about Twitch.
Oh,
We're getting mesmerized by okay, so this is what happens whenever there's any image that's put in front of us. We forget everything we
Did that
had
come
to-
through the?
it did.
Hopefully,
So everyone heard
immediately stopped and we just start looking. And Mason was the only one with the like mental fortitude to put a stop to it, because I guarantee you, Devin, Ethan, and myself would not have said anything. We would have just started watching TV and just went silent completely.
Yep.
No, but on Twitch they have these ads, and they're like, they're the ad revenue gives us money, blah blah blah, and they tell you to watch ads and don't put on blockers because that apparently it affects their revenue. I don't know if that's true or
Right.
not.
No, it does, because they get money from the ads. So if you don't watch it, they didn't get your
But
half a cent or something.
true
But if enough people do it, that half a cent adds up.
adds up. Yeah, I mean, I see the I see the point of having ads. What I wish is you could control the ads. Like you can initially just be like, okay, I'm setting up this account, and it's like, what would you like to have as your ads? Because we're not just going to give you just random stuff. Like, you want to learn about Chef Boyardee? Here's
No,
Chef Boyardee
I'm so over
ravioli. Or you want to learn about,
I think the main
mayonnaise?
thing, and I think the main thing
I'm
is
listening.
the ads get old. Maybe if the ad was different each time and interesting, but eventually you start getting the same ad over and over, and it's
Yeah.
like, I am tired of this.
That gets annoying.
Yeah, and YouTube's always got the one where it's like some dude like in his garage, like, "Hey, what's up? My name's Jeff, and I have a Ferrari. I'm
You want to be like me?
I read books.
I read 300 books a day. That's how I started off. I was eating gravel out of a trash can, and then I stumbled up onto a book, a 3-part trilogy
The Hungry
book.
Hungry Caterpillar.
Yeah, and it had recipes of Chef Boyardee, and I started reading it, and that's how I made $10 billion. I don't want to
Exactly.
see that.
No, I don't care.
Just give me the
I don't want
money.
to live that life.
You don't want to live the $10 billion life or the Chef Boyardee gravel eating
Just
life?
that guy's life. Because you know what? He's also always alone. He's always by himself with his Ferrari. I'm in my garage with my Ferrari.
Wait, do you
And
think
he walks around his big empty house.
Devin,
Looks dead inside. Yeah.
do you think ads are live? Do you think he walks into his garage each ad to show off his Ferrari? Like
I mean,
live?
the one that
is a
I've
good
seen.
point.
Yeah.
So you think every time he comes up, he's walking into his garage freshly?
That would be way better if it was live.
Oh man, someone just pulled up my video. I gotta hurry.
Yeah, he looks at, he looks
I'm
at
using the bathroom.
time. He's like, "Oh no, it's 8:15. I gotta go run to the garage." He's like, "Oh, I gotta make sure
like,
they know
in the
about this book
shower.
I'm reading."
If you are going to show me how amazing your life is, like that's the best. Yeah, I've got a cool car. I've got a big house. I'm so alone. That's the best.
But I got my books.
But
He's
I
like,
read
but
my
I
books.
read books. It's all about reading books. I wear glasses so you know I read books.
Hey, can we say it? Like, who are you talking about, Devin?
I forget his name.
I actually forgot his name too, but
I know his name right now.
What?
I don't know. Can we, Mason?
Oh.
Can we say it?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, we're talking about Ty Lopez.
yeah, that is his name.
I told you, dude, man, that guy.
My name is Ty Lopez, and I got a Lambo.
I read books.
He's like, you know how many superstars I hang out with in the Hollywood Hills? A lot.
Wow.
I hang out with like 10 of them. At
Who?
least 10
Judy
of them.
Bloom.
Judy Bloom.
Who's the celebrities
Streisand.
you're hanging out with?
Oh
Ty.
no! I go to the local club and I just hang out with people because you know
Other
why?
YouTubers.
Because I read books. I read a bunch
read
of books. What are they about, Ty? They're about book stuff.
Dr.
Make a
Seuss.
billion.
Dr. Seuss. You know Green Egg and Ham?
Yo,
I
one
read
fish,
that.
two fish.
Red fish, blue fish. Look at my Lambo. It's red like the fish.
All right.
Man, I love starting an episode with no plan.
I think
Who said we didn't have a plan?
We did have a plan.
Oh,
You
the
were-
name of our podcast is Unscripted, right?
You were late to the meeting. We talked about we talked about this from beginning to end. We said we're going to have a little bit of silence, a little bit of refreshing, like our personalities, and then you come in here. You're like, party time. Look how muscular I am. You guys are shrimps, and then you got on the mic, and then we start
I can
recording.
vouch. He did say that.
This is facts.
was
Mason,
like-
do you want to vouch on this too or not?
It's like, could I at least be a crawfish?
What?
You're still muted.
What?
You're breaking up. You're breaking up. I think you're driving through a tunnel.
All right.
So what did y'all learn?
I was about to ask that.
Oh my goodness.
So what did we learn?
Rewind.
We went.
Who's steering this ship?
There's a bunch of people steering the ship. So
At least two.
So what did we learn today? Mason, you go first.
Me too.
I learned that maybe we're a little bit rusty. Or maybe I am. I feel a little bit rusty after our break.
I do too.
A bit. But it was good. I think that... Never mind. Don't look at me like that.
I do not like what was coming out of that. How about you? Do you
I think
like
I need another break now.
Yeah.
After what Corey
I just
Mason
want to
just said.
redo of
Corey
all this.
Mason.
Corey Mason?
Corey, son.
So in this season, we want to know if you guys want us to just use our real names. Because sometimes we get
can
confused.
continue to lie to you.
Can we change our names again?
Yeah, because I want to be known as Tony Danza.
I want to be Topo.
Topo, I'll be Tony Danza. What do you want to be, Mason? Corey Mason?
I mean, I don't care.
Can I name you?
Sure.
Tony Danza. How about you, Devin?
Oh. I don't know.
We're going to forget by next week. It
Yeah,
really
it
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
So,
Chef Boyardee.
what did you learn?
What do we even talk about?
Okay, good night.
How about you go, Elliot?
Corey knows how to make a good hat.
I mean, Tony.
This hat is so
You go,
comfortable.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony Danza is my new name.
Oh, I have to say the full name. I can't just
yeah,
call you
it's Tony Danza.
What about Mr. Danza?
Lopez.
It could be Mr. Tony Danza, formerly known as Ty Lopez. What I learned is that there's a lot of quality that goes into our unscripted brand. The unscripted brand was built on integrity, love, friendship, integrity.
The blood of our enemies.
Mainly that one. But more importantly, it was built on fabric and soft. So when you purchase your 5-package Unscripted Noise hat, and then the 5th one comes in, possibly through a raffling that
2% chance.
Yeah, it's a 2%. It's not a full 2%, but it is close enough to a 2%
Better than the
chance.
lottery.
Bottom line, this is $100, and we need we need your help. We need your help. We need your friendship. Purchase some of these hats, and you're gonna get a lot back. You're gonna get so much. Mason, what are we giving the people? You had this all planned out in our meeting, and you had stuff thought out.
You're driving this ship.
Yeah, you were flying the ship, so you had a lot of stuff that Mason brought a lot to me. He
I thought
said
this was a boat.
it's kind of a
It's a
boat.
submarine.
It's a boat that
It's a
flies through
submarine.
space.
Oh.
But Mason brought a lot of stuff, and we had a meeting about this unscripted brand. And I said, "What can we do?" And Mason's like, "You know what? I got the idea. I got the color. I got the font, and I got the fabric and the friendship and love, the stuff we were talking about earlier." And there was a lot of stuff that also went behind the branding. And I want you to go into that a little bit, Mason. Like, what went into the integrity of our branding? Like some of the stuff that you were talking to me about.
I had someone else do it.
Yeah. So he had his team come together and do what he said. He said, "Team, do this," and he had it all lined out. But this essentially is the greatest thing that Unscripted Noise has done to date. We have some other stuff coming up, but right now this is leading everything. That's what I learned, that Unscripted's coming at it with hats and branding. Unscripted. And that's what I learned. What did you learn?
I already went. I said we need another break.
All right, hit that music.
All right, this has been Unscripted Noise. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, MySpace.
I don't know what we're going to do.
Delete your Facebook.
Delete this one.
No, we're keeping it. But
it's
I don't know
all
what
in
we're
the
gonna do.
description.
Yeah, follow us.
You can email us.
I don't know. This was a hard first episode, and I want
See you later,
we
guys.
can keep this recording. I just want people to see you're sweating so bad. I want people to see us talking like we're news anchors. You know?